Oh, Eugene. Oh, you need the. Okay, you got the map now. Boom, boom. I think we're all set. Um, yeah, no, I agree, and I'm interested to see how these guys, what strategies they decide to go on this map, and if they know this map. Echo Isles V2 is where we're starting
Oh,
off.
I
Um,
played this once, I think.
I think I played you on it actually.
Yeah,
I
I think
was
that's the
thinking
first time
that,
we ever
yeah,
played each other.
yeah, I think
You
so
like
too.
destroyed me. I was like, "What is this? Get me out of here!"
Um, yeah, I never played the map before either. I had seen it be played though, um, and it's like Echo Isles, just a little bigger. Um, so we're gonna hop into the game, but real quick before we do that, I want to kind of show the stats of these guys. These last season stats because OldGreg doesn't have any solo stats this season. Grinchy was he's a 1550-ish player, 1568 MMR to end the last season. He's a grinder, over 300 games played last season. Had a 52% win rate versus Undead. OldGreg at 1538 MMR with a 57% win rate versus Night Elf. So let's hop into this and see what's up. Where is boom, 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 boom. All right. I will say I kind of
Ow.
think that Grinchy has the advantage because he knows the map. But I don't know how well he knows the map.
Ah,
Um, I will talk about the map in a second, but I want to update one little thing.
I kind of like this. This would be cool if there was some adoption of this map, just to spice things up a little bit, get the old Echo Isles out of there.
Yeah, it's honestly that's kind of my thought of like having it as an optional option in the map pool here, because it's kind of
Yeah.
tough to implement this type of thing. But leagues like us, if we have the liberty, there's no like champions. I mean, no big land tournaments happening, so we can kind of just do whatever we want. And if we get more games played on this and more tournaments adopt it, you never know. Maybe War 3 champions will think about something like this. But what's
This,
different about it is I think the biggest thing is this expo at the top. Um,
yeah. I would say the biggest complaint about Echo Isles is, you only have one expo, and then it kind of just becomes like a sitting and waiting game, right? You don't really have anything to fight over necessarily, other than the two middle shops. But adding a third gold mine is nice.
yeah, and I think even to that point of like fighting over those two middle shops, there's like a couple things to add to that. There's these greens in the middle. I'm not really sure what they drop, um, but not too many things were added. So I think they made it bigger. They added 3 creeps, a gold mine, and just more paths. I think to kind of access. Eugene checking
Nice
it. I
item
mean,
for
old
Grinchy.
Greg. What do you get? Oh, we went Demon
Got a
Hunter
circlet.
Circlet. Nice. Scription. Thanks for the follow, dude. Um, old Greg looks like he's heading down to the expo to take that. Is he gonna
Only
expo?
3 ghouls though. This is gonna be. I'm not sure. There you go. Got another wisp.
I do think it's a
Two
if he.
wisps, right?
Oh, yeah, I think he. Was that 2 wisps that went down?
I
Yeah, I
feel
think
like there was
so.
one he coiled earlier.
Yeah, because he's at his mana at least. That's 2 coils down. Grinchy knows this is happening, but I'm not sure how much he can actually get done with a Demon Hunter. He does have another wisp coming in though.
Greg avoiding the mana burn.
Nice. You using
Nice
up his
micro.
mana burns before he gets burned completely. Pretty nice.
Did detonate, removing the blight.
Yeah. Is
Greg
there
can get
enough
a
land
zig
there to
now.
put? Oh, there is. Does get a little sneaky zig up that can get canceled though.
This is actually handled by old Greg a lot better than I thought this was gonna be.
Gets level 2 aura activated any second now. Level 2
Losing
for
the Acolyte
Grinchy
is
though.
really painful. And another cancel on the zig. This actually turned out pretty good for Grinchy.
Yeah. This is kind of like the best he has to do here because once that expo gets a little bit fortified, the Demon Hunter really can't do too much. Hey, and Williams, thanks for the gifted sub to Pokey.
His macro's going well. He's halfway, or a little under halfway to tier 2. Nice mana burn. Now he just has to run away.
Yeah, this is really well done by Grinchy. He needs to be careful to not, fly too close to the sun here. OldGreg's gonna bail out on the Expo though, and that puts Grinch in a really nice, just macro lead overall. Hey, Debaser, thanks for the sub, dude. Appreciate that.
Now, what should Grinchy be doing? I mean, he's creeping this little green camp. All right, this makes sense. Goes to the shop.
Yeah, I'm actually like, that was a really nice scouting by Grinchy to know that Expo was coming. He didn't blindly run over. I mean, I guess he did with the Demon Hunter. But he, with the, like, that Expo is really far on EIV2, or at least it feels far. I really don't know if this
It would have
map...
made more sense if he had like another critter and had 2 more skeletons to maybe like, or if he maybe kept a small green. Just going right across like that, a little tough.
Yeah, do you think, I guess maybe killing a critter like right outside your base, getting that skeleton, and then getting one as soon as you show up to the Expo is probably a good way to go.
Yeah, finding it with your acolyte and just like pre-planning that. I mean, it does take, I forget what the cooldown is, 15 seconds or maybe 15, it's like 20 something.
Yeah, at least getting it started at your base though. That timer is
Exactly.
would have been nice.
So Grinchy probably should have, that Ancient of War is lost. Where is he going? Probably should have been over here, but
Looks like he's
clear
going to
this
that
still.
Expo at the top, which I think is rock golems, but I'm not 100% sure.
What's up there?
I think it's like a level 6 rock
There's
golem. There's something. Dragons, maybe dragons. Doubt it, but
Oh, well, I guess I was wrong. I was thinking he needed that Ancient of War to creep the shop, but he did that.
yeah, level 3
relatively
Demon
easy.
Hunter with claws, boots, circlet, and a staff. That's a scary Demon Hunter, not gonna lie. Oh, this Ancient of
Greg
War
needs to
is
get this
like at the
little green to
perfect
get
spot
3.
that we can't see the creep.
And a pause.
Man, I really like I look, the Grinch has killed me up here. Like the reveal is perfectly in the spot where you can't see the creep.
Gonna aggro a dragon. Like, what is this?
I do think more
Yeah,
maps
Greg
need
is
dragons.
close to 3. He just needs to get 3 real quick. Maybe just this little green camp up top.
Is that a wisp? I think that he could kill for 3. I think,
Bottom
but he has no coil. He's
you're right
about
there.
to, and Grinch needs to watch that. He does have control of the wisp right now. Oh, was that a kill or is that the main kill it?
I think the main killed it.
I feel like, yeah, that would have been 3. All right, 1 lore tech
All right.
for Grinchy over here.
Greg
Going
has
at tier 3.
500 wood. He should. Oh, he got his lich. He needs to tech right now. That would help with his macro. And he's not teching. He's distracted by this camp in DH.
And the Naga going
All
up
this
to
time really hurts.
yeah, and while Grinchy's being annoying with this
Nice
Demon
by
Hunter,
Grinchy.
Naga's going up to the top north to creep at that Expo creep. And
Good
it's
split creep and harassed by Grinchy.
yeah, pretty standard, like kind of I guess like Expo creep. You see this like kind of combination a lot. Little trolls, troll priests, golems, and Grinchy's doing a good job kind of harassing and keeping distance.
Ah, mana bird. Damn, that hurts.
Yeah, it really hurts. He's gonna probably get 1 more out. There's no Nova to slow him down. Boots speed, his mana burns are pretty gross.
Second lore going up for Grinchy.
It drops the crystal
Very low
ball, mana pendant, that little pool of items at the top. That's actually a really
feel
strong
like-
drop. Just a bad item Grinch got right now, but it's a strong pool.
I feel like Grinchy didn't really remake the wisps that he's been losing. He has 1, 2,
Oh.
3. He made 2 for lore, 2 shops, a lore. He has like 5 wisps.
And
He has 52 wood. No way he's gonna. He needs to.
yeah, he won't be able to get
Do
bears, or he won't, at least for a bit. Like I don't know if he got adept training for bears yet, but he's gonna hit tier 3, and when you hit tier 3, you want at least 150 wood to hit that master
Right.
training.
Alright, well, we'll see.
I think he has 5 wisps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. And the importance of moving your other hero out. So like this Lich could have had 2 for Greg, but he sat the DK in there, so now the Lich is short of 2. Doing little things like that absolutely help. He's almost tier 3. Upgrades.
Yeah.
A lot of ghouls.
Yeah, a lot of goals, and he is going into pretty standard. The Expo attempt at the beginning did slow down his tech overall, or else OldGreg would have had tier 3 by now. These mana burns are just killing OldGreg, and I don't think there's much mana regen going on. No mana potions. But as time goes on, honestly, with these delayed bears, I think this game looks pretty good for OldGreg.
I feel like Grinchy should be putting up an expo at that top middle spot. I don't think Greg even knows that was cleared, right?
Yeah, I wonder if he had the wood, if he would have, if he would. Yeah, I don't know. I think the wood issue
similar to what
is
he was doing earlier, Grinchy could be creeping his Naga right now and still getting the similar kind of harass and slowing down with just the DH hovering. You know what I mean? Like he could still be doing 2 things at once here.
Yeah, I think so. I think this Grinchy's just not getting much done. And there's in my opinion, there's a ticker on Undead right now. Like Undead's hitting power spike, destroyers are coming out, and Grinchy doesn't have an expo, so he's about to try and fight eventually an Undead 1 base versus 1 base. Does have a slight hero advantage on the Naga, but the Death Knight's at 3.6.
Needs to get this DH healed up because Greg is on his way. No orb though. Feel weird fighting tier 3 without an orb.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing out here?
This is the kind of thing that you want to like TP out, I think, if Grinchy catches you. And
ooh, losing the statue is really bad for Greg here.
Yeah, that donated statue. Quick note about EIV2. I kind of like the Murloc camp. It has like a better, I guess, encasing of the creep. Get back to that in a second. The ghouls, Ghoul Frenzy's out. Gonna jump right on the archers that were mispositioned pretty poorly there. Nice scroll of healing.
Scroll by Greg.
Yeah, kind of counters that fork lighting that went out a little bit ago. Damage on this bear. He does. If I was Grinchy, I wouldn't want to lose any bears, but there is a staff preservation on the Naga. Like I said earlier, I don't think this is a fight OldGreg really wants to take. He may not lose too much, but you don't have an orb. You don't have any destroyers in the air yet. You're just not at your strongest.
Yeah, Greg fought this a minute or 2 a little early, right? He could have cleared that Mercamp, got his orb, made sure he had the destroyer for him, and then fought, but yeah, this was just a little too early. I don't even know if he has speed attack on his ghouls. Well, all the ghouls are dead now, so I guess that doesn't matter. Bear down.
Yeah, and honestly, I would, if I were Greg, having mana potions available would be nice. He's gonna keep getting mana burn, and there's really no way to heal up his units unless he gets lucky, like a DH being staffed away to give him enough for a coil.
I don't know what just happened, but I swear Greg Zari was dying. He's oh, wait, okay, all right. Okay, it's dying again.
Yeah, this is definitely the time you want to either run out or TP out. I think a TP is perfectly fine here.
He kind of got away. I mean, he had level 2 aura. That was probably unnecessary. He could have just ran, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Safer than sorry.
I don't know where this expo came from, but there's an expo in the top, the north, and Grinchy has like a bunch of wood now. So he definitely caught up on his wood problems. He's about to have great gold non-problems. And now I think the ticker is no longer existent. I think Grinch is in good position.
Yeah, this is kind of the feeling you get when you're playing Undead against Night Elf, where you're feeling strong, but like if you're not definitively winning certain matches, the Night Elf just, they stick around, they got Moonwells, and then before you realize it, you're like, oh shit, that army I killed is all back again. So you really have to, well, Greg's looking strong here. I mean, he's going to try to push and finish this here. Grinch only has 46 food.
Yeah, OldGreg's, you know, he's at 43. He is getting a lot of mana out here. Grinch probably gonna TP to save this expo. I think he can take this fight, and he is. When did Grinch get bone chimes? Did he? Does that creep drop bone chimes in the bottom left?
Don't know. I've only played this map once.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, cause he didn't have that before,
Unless
right?
he bought it. Maybe he bought it.
I don't think I saw him go to the marketplace though. Cause I don't. The battle that was happening at Grinchy's like natural expo, nothing. I didn't see a scourge bone chimes, and then I looked away from this creep, looked back, and there's some bone chimes.
Oh, you can only buy items if they
Yeah,
drop from
the people are saying that he got it from that camp. I think that's a really strong drop, in my opinion.
Interesting. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
It's a big consumable, I think, in normal EI, right? That like corner turtle camp.
All right, 59 food for Grinch, 49 for Greg. Ooh,
Oh, it's a
I
level
would've
3
just
perm.
detonated on all of those right there.
Yeah,
That's me.
those wisps have good positioning to get rid of a lot of mana.
Ooh. I don't know. This engagement by Grinchy was not that great.
Yeah,
So I have to reset here.
OldGreg has a nice position here. He does only have one destroyer. There's not too many bears though around here for Grinchy. Grinchy did break. He's at 54. Building a lot of dryads. Focuses the destroyer immediately, which is really nice from the dryads. The dryads are getting focused though. And the destroyer looks like he's gonna go down because there's no coil available. There is a mana potion available. I don't think he's gonna have time to pop it. Destroyer goes down. And this is looking now like a good engagement.
Get on these fiends here.
Yeah, and I would like to see more mana burns from Grinch. I mean, there is just, yeah, I was gonna say, don't let the Naga slip away and get a Nova off. This is looking pretty good for Grinch, but if bears start falling, it could be rough. He's leaving dryads kind of unattended as he kites away a bit. And Invul pop is popped. DH going low, staff ready.
Now Greg's definitely well, Greg saved a good amount of his army. It didn't look like he lost anything. He's at 50 food, or maybe
Yeah.
one or two fiends.
I was gonna say like that fight didn't look good for OldGreg, but I think he lost less than Grinch did. Because I saw like 2 dryads and a bear go down maybe for Grinch. I just know he was at 54 food.
What's Grinch gonna do here now? I mean, he sees the expo bottom right.
Another expo going up for Grinch in the bottom left.
Or
I think we're gonna see a
far from 5. Oh, third expo bottom left now for Grinch.
I think we're gonna see a bit of a long game here. I don't like this. Doesn't feel close to over. There's a Temple the Damned up for OldGreg. Maybe see some Banshee action.
Grinch can just get a little better engagement on the fiends. I felt like the last couple engagements he wasn't really getting on top of the units he needed to. Like you said, he also didn't really get any mana burns off. But
yeah, I think so. I think maybe a little bit more survivability items on that Demon Hunter. He does have an Invul pot this time. Don't be scared to run your Demon Hunter in.
This DH is crazy. Get out of there, homie.
Yeah, there's no destroyer to actually dispel anything right now. So
yeah, this is gonna hurt Greg if he just lets this DH keep doing this. Ooh boy.
oh, that is forced to pop the Invul pot because he flew too close to the sun there. Is burning some nice mana. But I guess the thing here is like OldGreg can kind of just like get it back with a statue. He has no mana potions though. Has no mana potions. Bought an anti-magic potion. Maybe he can catch a coil. So I like the idea of... What's up? Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I like the idea of what Grinchy's doing, poking in and out. but I think at some point that has to be with the idea that you're about to like push in, like
Right.
like a little like this is now too much time like that he's given to OldGreg, because that he's like just a little bit away from getting all the mana back from on that DK that he just lost, and he's used a staff, an invul pot, an anti-magic potion, and this time just going to OldGreg to get his expo up. Granted, same with Grinch. Grinch has his second expo up. He's
Yeah, I
mining
feel
on.
like maybe since he has that third mine, he can try to like do some drive-bys, or, bear buys at the main, and then just get out, because now you're gonna have the econ advantage, and you're gonna have to force Craig to do something. But
Yeah, I do think if
Oh, this is here.
Grinch's plan was to get rid of this expo, though, he kind of gave that timing up. With there's a Nerubian there, could be another tower put up soon, and yeah, nice creep jack.
Nice fork lightning.
Oh, the beans are in such a bad position right now.
Greg is being too greedy here. Needs to get out.
Yeah.
He should have moved out a long time ago.
Talisman
That hurt.
Invasion.
That was 2 fiends.
A destroyer.
Destroyer. All that nuke on the DH, which is now just gonna get reju.
And Grinchy is popped up to high upkeep. He is not playing games, and that creep jet, like I
80
think-
food? More like 81, dude.
he feels good at 81. He's like I can't count Greg's food. It might be at 80. I'm gonna go to 81.
That's manner food right there, dude.
All right, he just
Thanks
dropped
for
down to
putting me low
78. he returns to the low upkeep territory. Oh, nice staff out by Grinch
Nice
there.
staff.
I was gonna say losing a bear while walking away is something you don't want to do when you're up.
I feel like Grinch should turn around here and not just let this guy pick all the stuff off. Only 3 hippos, though.
Is there web? Is there web?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, that's not good. And he's
I am
leaving his
notorious for
destroyer
forgetting
out.
my web.
And he just coiled something that wasn't the destroyer, and the destroyer goes down. Yeah, I feel like web's not something you think about getting too much against the Night Elf, but I think when it goes late game like this, you might as well.
Yeah, it's automatic.
And the hippos are just kind of floating above because there's no destroyers. This is a 38 supply army from OldGreg. This is a 76 supply army from Grinch.
And how the tables have turned.
Yeah, I don't see how
Yours-
Grinch can lose this. Maybe if he was on 2 bases and he made a big mistake, but at this point it's really hard to make a mistake when you're sitting on 3 bases.
Yikes. The unsummoned getaway. Run, Echoes, run. Tell everyone what you saw here.
OldGreg is now just hoping that his heroes can carry. And honestly, Grinch can TP all he wants. He's sitting on 3 bases. He has 1,900 gold.
TP home just cuz. Not the Banshee.
Has anyone ever built main bases all around a map and then just like random teleported everywhere? Like mass teleport? Like, you just afford, like Grinchy could technically afford like just 2 mains in the middle and like stacking up on TPs.
What game is this? Oh, the DK feels bad, man.
This is the fight OldGreg probably wants, but I don't think there's any way you're beating this army of Grinchies. Level 5 DH.
This is the fight he wants but does not need.
Oh, everything's in red. Everything's the gold mine's out. The GG's are called. That's Equiles V2.
The Bears.
The Bears, indeed. Well played, DH Naga. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like EIV2. I think we will be seeing a lot of like long games on there. But I think that top mine is a bit vulnerable. That
The map felt really, it looked a lot bigger. Right?
Yeah.
When you're like kind of running around, you're like, damn, the distances seem a lot bigger than the regular Echo House.
Yeah, that's. I'm wondering if like the actual distance from your base to the opponent's natural expansion is the same. Because it feels a lot bigger. I'm gonna make game name FOML4. Yeah, I don't. That's it. Like it felt bigger for like Grinch to bring his DH to OldGreg's Expo at the beginning of the map, the beginning of the game.
Smurf says we need a little more umph in our cast because we're falling asleep here apparently.
He said increase Watu's and Eugene's
Dang.
testosterone. This cast is lacking emotions. Oh, whoops! I need to go observer. What's up, Smurf and Williams? What's up? Hello, Moto. What's up? Did I get everybody? I don't know who else popped in. Cubert in the chat. Got a game coming up in however much time. 30-ish minutes. Who's this guy? Who's Wisp? Who is Wisp? Wisp. Reveal yourself. Oh, and Williams flexing gym picks.
Williams.
Map? All right. Is US West 4 or US West 6 the one that's better for people who actually live on the West Coast? I never know.
Tinker Ghoul Rush for the win. I mean, last game, honestly, Greg was looking great until he just fought a little too early. If he just waited a couple minutes and then fought, that would have looked so different.
Yeah, remember in the bottom left when that happened that it was like he didn't have an orb. He lost all his ghouls. I mean, he got some archer kills and stuff. But I think he really thought that he had a chance to like actually stay in the game there, or actually like stay in the fight and get ahead. Pokey's right. Yeah, statue died prior to fight. All that stuff kind of adds up to a fight you shouldn't be taking. I mean, I don't know. I've heard undead say that you just don't take a fight before like tier 3 like that.
Yeah, I mean, for fighting the DH, you basically just need the orb. If you don't have the orb, you're not gonna put any damage against him, and you know, put the pressure onto the DH to run away, right? Like he just can't just freely come in and attack you. But that's a problem. Decision making, especially at our MMR, right? Like things look good, and then you fight. You're like, wait, this is not what I thought was gonna happen.
It's like I'm sure OldGreg Barry's been in that situation before, and he's like, yeah, I should have TP'd out. But then he saw that, and he was probably like, yeah, you know, I could. It's just a couple archers and a dry. Yeah, I could take
archers and a bear.
Like what if I get a bear kill here? That'd be huge.
For sure.
I guess US West 4. What's up, yeah, Coco? Oh, you or Wisp? Better not to join. That's all good.
Look at that 6 ping, baby.
Yeah, you got the server in your backyard? Real Wisp. Ready. All right, let's hop into it. We're going to Tide Hunters, which kind of love that map for. Wait, hold on. Undead Night. Okay, no, we're good. Kind of love this for Undead versus Night Elf. I think.
I love this map for Undead.
I think having like the Expo be a bit easy for both races is kind of like a huge plus for fun games, because both guys can go to the other side to cancel, yada yada, all that fun stuff. So let's see how it goes. We got OldGreg top left in the red, Grinchy in the yellow bottom right. Both these guys were Boshi's Monkeys in GNL last season. So they were
Who did what?
Boshi's Monkeys. That was my team in GNL last season, and we won. So we got a bunch of champs out here playing.
My bad.
So really want to see how this goes down. I think these guys have practiced on this map before. That is not something we could say about the last map. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, based on Echo Isles and what Greg did last game, I feel like Greg's definitely gonna go for the Fast Expo again. He's probably gonna be way more comfortable doing it on this map compared to the last one, so maybe a better opener for him.
Woo! We see a warden. We see a warden.
Dirty warden.
And like Mission said, Grinch practices his warden creep routes. I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 Ancients of Wars popped up just for the creeping purposes to get a fast level 3 warden. Really excited to see if Grinch can pull this off versus OldGreg, or what type of experience OldGreg has versus warden.
I hate the warden. I'm so bad against the warden.
Yeah, honestly, I think warden's a very polarizing hero in that sense. Like, I find warden very hard to play with and not good, in my opinion, for myself. But a lot of undead players don't like playing versus. A lot of human players don't like playing versus warden. And Ed Williams actually gives sub to Mission. Appreciate that, love ya. But yeah, I don't. It really comes down to who the player playing as warden, and what type of harassing you can do, what type of creeping you can do. We do see the second Ancient Award going up before the tech. We'll delay the tech just a little bit, but it's all for the level 3. You know, the level 3 is huge.
Greg's going straight for the. Oh no, no, not like this. Oh my god.
God, that hurts. What a deado.
That was. That was like. What the hell? All right. Well, if you ever need an example of why you want to bring 2 Blight, that is why, right there.
Yeah, that is I don't know. Oh god, that's level 2. Those beautiful 4 skeleton kills. Does keep the Acolyte alive. There's no mana burn, but with Shadow Strike, it's basically forcing the DK into coils, so the mana is all gone now. The Warden is gonna have to get out now, though, and it's gonna take. Ooh. I don't think there's much of a point to chase the Warden at that point, because the Warden can't really put much more pressure. Warden's not going to right-click or anything. We'd like to see Grinchy pick up a staff. Teleportation.
Boots too. Yep.
Yep. Going to go heal up. Keep that Wisp there at the Expo. Can hop right back on OldGreg's side if he decides to Expo again, which I think is maybe going to happen because I don't see a tech yet, but not sure.
3 AFK ghouls here.
Hubert, you're A because you're asking. It's a good question. Hubert's A, Alex Chen B. Let's go with that. I don't know how these other guys decided. No one's asked me yet.
A town is under siege.
Alright. Nice creeping now for Grinch. I think this gives level 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
If it doesn't, there's a green right below. That'll be 3.
No. Grinchy does have this staff. At some point, he's going to probably want to go back up there and harass Greg. He's kind of just giving him this free expo again.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Grinch didn't react quick enough. Granted, he was creeping and he really wants that level 3. OldGreg's coming with the side swipe with the ghouls, but I don't know if he's actually going to want to commit here. Not entirely sure what he's looking for, really. Like, he wanted that Wisp kill really bad. Then he ended up over here.
Maybe he's thinking he was building a tree of life. He should probably just steal this item and get out of here. And it's taking too long. He could have probably got that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. This slow is painful. If he put that Shadow Strike on the DK instead.
Yeah, I think he should have put on the DK, because that ghoul could survive that Shadow Strike while he's running away.
Well, Greg is getting his expo. Grinchy is tier 2. Oh, now he's building a tree of life, bottom middle.
Oh, he's going for the left camp there. Alright, this mine will be mining, though, for OldGreg sooner, but his tech is not too behind. given that Grinch is going to probably sit on tier 2 for a little bit here. Because he doesn't have enough wood going into that expo. A lot of ghouls
I
for
feel like
old
Grinch
Greg,
should
though.
do some harassing here. Looks like he is going over there now. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to net quite a few Acolyte kills here. I'm not really sure how you play Warden in the sense that, like, at some point, do you switch over to Fan of Knives instead of Shadow Strike?
I think so. Like, I think when you have a better idea of the army composition, then you would want to switch.
That makes
Right?
sense.
Like, if you keep getting away with Shadow Strikes, you're good. But then if he's like, oh, I'm going to go, like, I don't know, more ghouls. If there's, like, a bunch of ghouls, then you probably want to switch to to Phantom Knives.
Back to Warcraft. Thanks for the raid. Gotta brought over 960
Hey.
beautiful people. What's up?
Welcome.
Thanks, Neo, I'm guessing. Really appreciate that. Real quick, what's going on here is we're watching Grinchy versus OldGreg for a pre-season show match for Fountain of Manor League Season 2. It's a best of 3. This is Game 2. Grinchy is up 1-0. Grinchy, beloved Grinchy, going Warden over here. But I'm glad you guys raided because this is like the beginning of the whole pre-show. There's been 1 series so far, but we have 3 left after this with Alex Chen versus Qbert next. Hippo versus Tom after that, and Eugene versus Jedi after that. And next to me, co-casting, is the beautiful voice of Eugene. An undead player. 1700 plus MMR, if you don't know.
Alright, so Grinchy cleared that expo. He's going to get that up and running. Yeah, Greg's looking pretty good too now. Could have made that. His macro's a little behind. He could have made that crypt and earlier when he was on his way to tier 2.
Yeah, tier 3 is on the way for one player, not on the way for Grinchy yet. And he cannot afford because he is wood starved once again. Having access to a shredder though, he should be able to get out of that really soon. Doesn't need to really continue to build too many more wisps, but he also is trying to harass instead of creep, so he really can't get to that shredder yet.
He's almost 4 1/4. You know, should probably clear this lab, get closer to 5.
Yeah. There's a lot of towers and whatnot going on Old Greg's side of things. Get your 5, get your nice item at this lab camp, get your shredder, get your footing. Because honestly, Old Greg can catch a really nice timing on Grinchy with his expo going tier 3 on the way.
Yeah, Greg is just chilling. Look at him just sitting back, queuing up his upgrades behind his fiends, leveling, upgrading his armor.
Alright, double crypt fiends. Statues. Has Greg scouted the Grinchy Expo in the bottom left?
I don't think he knows, no. I would say at this point, he's probably just assuming that he has one up.
Yeah, I mean, usually you scout the natural. Sometimes, I mean, at least sometimes I forget to even check the ones on the left side of the map.
Still didn't get a shredder, huh?
No. I mean, his lumber issues are becoming a little bit better, but you kind of should hop on that shredder train. If you have 2 bases, and he has the lumber for it now after teching up. Thanks for the follows, guys, and once again, thanks for the raid back to Warcraft. Really appreciate that.
Grinchy, the master of AOW creeping.
Yeah, honestly, he's
everywhere.
done a really nice job AOW creeping this game. He is getting now into his bears. He's teching up to tier 3 halfway there. Tier 3 is done for Old Greg, though, and he's sitting at 65 supply while Grinch just broke to 53. And I think Grinch would really...
TH, man, you really got to get control of the shop. You know, like, there is only one shop here, so, like, getting the heal scrolls, getting the invols, constantly like knowing the cooldowns of the shop. That's pretty important here.
Especially for OldGreg, who's going against a Warden.
Yep.
And on Expos, like, these guys can spend, like, Grinch is sitting on so much gold, and he would love to go shopping. But, first of all, he only has one hero, which I think he's...
There's the 5.
There's the 5. I kind of was wondering if he was going to go pick up a second hero. I'm not sure.
Maybe now's when he gets the Tomb of Retraining, and then he could just fan and knife all the, harass his way to 6.
Yeah, like, their auto kills on
that. That doesn't look too bad either.
I would like to see OldGreg with a Staff of Teleportation.
Yep.
On the Death Knight, come back and either coil the Warden to get away, because you can't really coil the Acolytes anymore. They're just getting one-shotted. But just something there to scare the Warden away quicker. Not too much damage, though. I mean, 2 Acolytes. Yeah. I guess that's something.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, what is he doing on the back end of this, right? So he's getting his bear tier 2 bears.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting bears. He's a little... he was supply stuck. He's getting his upgrades. But OldGreg's... This actually, I think, would be a nice time for OldGreg. Although, wait, he has 2 statues. I would say if he had maybe a couple destroyers in the air. But a lot of his...
Greg likes orbs.
No orbs.
Never has an orb. Always tier 3, no orb. What is this?
Yeah, he has no orb. I would like to see more statues, too.
Yeah, he's good with the fiends and the ghouls, for sure.
Yeah.
I think an abo with the disease cloud will do wonders here.
Yeah, especially with the amount of dryads that Grinchy has. The levels aren't that high on OldGreg either. The bottom side of the map is something I think OldGreg should have gone to a bit earlier.
Nice pickup by Grinchy, knowing that he has 5. He's going to harass. Now he's just gonna get like basically level 3 with this panda.
That's gonna be huge.
Greg's definitely running around, not creeping anything big. He could have got that shop top right and probably the red, but
yeah, OldGreg's only choice now is to attack or go to the red, while Grinch can actually creep. I mean, he's taking the
Grinch needs to respond to this though. His army, okay.
Oh.
His
Unmorphed bears, little bears. Okay, they ran out. I'm always scared for little bears being out in the vulnerable. You can just Nova Coil them to death. Yeah, those ghouls need to be right clicking. They can take down moonwalls pretty quickly.
Oh man, losing these moonwalls hurts.
He's supply stuck. I mean, granted, he is at...
That's two moonwalls. There's probably... Okay.
I don't think you want to take this fight if you're OldGreg. Given that there's moonwalls available.
Okay, he does.
He does, but it's just one destroyer. He can...
I feel like Man of Knives would have been nice here.
Yeah, I don't think against... I mean, look at all the fiends and the ghouls. Like, those are all Phantom Knives, and especially...
It's really the ghouls. These ghouls are putting in work.
And now there's no more moonwalls except for the one that's on the other side of Grinch's army. So I think this is actually a good fight now for Greg to take with the position given. If he does bring his whole army to fight instead of attacking buildings.
Yeah, we need to see some Breath of Fires here. There we go.
Yeah, unfortunately on my side of the screen you can't see Breath of Fires because of some weird bug. But I don't know. But bears are falling. There's no staffs.
There's no hero usage out of Grinchy at all.
Look at that.
Probably got like one Shadow Strike.
Yeah, look at the mana on that Warden. Okay, it does get a Shadow Strike off. Panda does fall now. Grinchy's down to 47 food. OldGreg's still at 63 with so many fiends left. Destroyer's about to fall though. He can bring another one up. He has 2 statues in the back. OldGreg needs to make sure he does not overstay his stay. He does pop the invulnerability potion on the Death Knight. And Grinchy's army is just falling. I think...
Yeah, Grinchy didn't really have a good engage that fight.
No.
He just kind of went in and...
He didn't use a lot of his mana. I really do think Phantom Knives would have been stronger, but even despite that, he didn't take advantage of the fact that where his shop was placed. I would have liked to even see like a TP in. TP in, feels safe next to your shop. Maybe pop a Moonstone once the daylight comes out.
Oh, he got him out. He's in gold.
Level 6 Warden can change everything, so it's not over for Grinch, but that was a hell of a fight by OldGreg.
Yeah, if he was able to get off some Breath of Fires at the beginning of the fight, but he was just running away, taking so much damage, just losing units without fighting. But he still has a shot here. I don't know if a Chimrus is gonna get up in time, but
I feel like a lot of Night Elves just like, when in doubt, when you have a lot of gold, just put up a Chim Roost. Hope for the best.
I mean, he could have maybe made a couple of those earlier, you know. But
Town is under siege.
I do think with the army comp that OldGreg has been showing, just keep pumping bears. Like, there's really not too... Like, the bears are just going to rip through the fiends. Their abominations out now. You need that meat. But a 73 supply army shows up at Grinchy's front door. It's going to destroy all these moonwells. It's going to make Grinchy supply stuck. I don't see any moonwells being built either.
yeah, this is tough. I mean, I don't know. He's gonna need like a hero kill or something, but DK doesn't look killable. Unless he falls asleep at the wheel, the Lich shouldn't die.
Yeah, and I think we need to see Shadow Strikes coming out as soon as it's off cooldown. Panda staffed out immediately. There's an unmorphed
wow.
bear. Little bear, what are you doing? And the bears are doing some nice damage over here, but really not getting any kills. Destroyer up in the air. Chimrus is finished, but he's supply stuck and can't build anything. Little bear is going to go down. Levels are coming up for the undead. Panda is still not able to hit level 3. Pops an anti-magic potion, but that won't defend against the right clicks of OldGreg's army. And Grinchy's trying to find level 6 for the Warden, and it's not happening. GG is called. Hell of a game played by Grinchy, but he's not able to finish it out.
UD Imba. Hacker heroes.
Says the undead player.
Shit hacker, that's what we do.
Man, that Moobot is spamming. What's up with that Moobot? Yeah, I mean, GG's overall. I think Greg just had a really good timing hit, because I think at some point Grinch will be stronger. Like, I think his army was going to be better, his heroes are going to be better. If Greg gave him a smaller window.
Good.
Yeah, no, if Greg gave him a smaller window, Panda's 3.
Yeah, Grinchy was good with his Aqua Harass, but I think at some point he needed to follow up with something, right? Like he did a couple, and then he was banking the gold, but gave Greg the time to get what he got. And just kind of steamrolled him, really.
Yeah.
I think the Fan of Knives was definitely needed there, or else I don't know how you're gonna kill all those units with just strike. If the bear was 3, which I think he was only 2, that probably could have helped. But even then, the Panda didn't really get any breaths off.
Yeah, Breath of Fire, Fan of Knives 3 would have been so strong. Hey,
Ooh,
Luke the
another
Skywalker, thanks for the raid. Bringing over the
Welcome.
German community. What's up? Pishner, Berlin, what's up, dudes? Welcome.
Oh,
We're
what's the
watching
next
some FOML 5. Got some Grinchy versus OldGreg action for the Found of Manor League Season 2 pre-show. These are just show matches. A little bit of money on the line, though. These guys are finding over 10 buckaroonies. Thanks for the follows. Panda Burned. Kiki. Floosh Finger. What's up, dude? A lot of followers from before, too. Fred. Cal J. Blue Gen. Kratos. Potato. Krieger. Burba. Disaster. Hippo. I feel like I have to respond to a lot of stuff on Discord. But here's the grid. Here's what's going on. As you can see, got some cool matches coming up. But we do have the third match of Grinchy versus OldGreg. Oh, what's up? The cat's complaining. Damn, all the follows. Thanks, fellas. Didn't know Want to had a stash. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're casting some games here. Grinchy needs 2 minutes. 2 hell of a games so far. Grinchy won game 1. OldGreg won game 2. I have Eugene with me, co-casting. And if you don't know Eugene, he's like a 1750 MMR undead. So you know we got a undead guy, night elf guy, casting some night elf, casting some undead. You know it goes. Didn't know it. Thanks, Panda. Very nice of you to say that.
Just a bunch of guys doing guy stuff.
Just a bunch of guys doing guy stuff, doing dude stuff. Guys being dudes. For those who don't know, Found a Mana League is a solo league, NA based, but anybody can join. So far, 64 players have signed up. If this thing's working, yep, 66 players have signed up now. A lot of big names. We got like guys like Hippo, Alex Chen. Please. Last season we had Hitman, Insup. But those are, you know, the higher level guys. We have players, MMRs who are just like under 1,000.
Don't forget N. Williams, that guy.
We got big names like N. Williams 28, the big streamer, popular Warcraft 3 human player, N. Williams 28. So a lot of cool. Oh, what's that map?
Three more signups for the magical number.
The magical nice number. All right. Angry Korea Man is also a sign up. He was in it last season. He said I put him in a group full of undead chit hackers. So, you know it was a good season then. We also have Maturino. This is entirely crowdfunded. Sitting at $500 right now.
Damn.
And at this point, everything that gets donated actually helps us create the third season, because 50% of donations go from here. That's how we were able to start with $356. Last season, we did the same thing. I think we rolled over $250. People donated their prize money. Really cool stuff. Thanks y'all for tuning in. And we got game 3 right around the corner. All right, Grinch needs a minute. Yeah, hell of a game by OldGreg. Like, that was just the timing was right. Like, it just did look rough for him most of that time. Like, I thought the warding creeping was great and the map control, but the timing and the expo by OldGreg really took him over the top there.
Here we go.
Oh, that is the wrong map, but it's okay. Or not this map, but the map I'm showing on the screen right now for stats.
Yo, Grinchy's icon is dope. I didn't even realize his Grinch had a grill.
Oh damn!
What
I wish
the
I would have
hell?
shown that.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, he got his stuff decked out.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
All right, let's hop into this game. And pretty hype. We have a best of 3 here, going the distance.
I'm an undead nub, but I think undead builds their buildings like this so they could build their ziggurat in the front of the necropolis. So if a keeper comes in, he can't like slide to the side. You know what I mean? He has to be forced into the ice tower. I don't even do that because I'm lazy, but that's probably what you should do.
I'm glad you know that because I don't know that.
I don't know. I made that up. I just see Happy do it. I'm like, why is he building them there? And I'm like, that's probably why, right? Because you put a zig in the front, and it's like your hero can't slip through the sides. It's forced to go through like the top or bottom side.
Yeah. I mean, is it usually the first ziggurat though, like that does that, or is it just at some point a ziggurat?
Second one.
Oh, okay.
They put the second one there.
I feel like I'm gonna. I mean, the way you said that came out very confidently. That I was like, oh, this guy knows. This guy knows.
Fake it till you make it, man.
Oh, wait, wrong. There we go. That one's better. Yeah, I'm just gonna start saying things confidently. That's how I become a better caster. He's going keeper. He's definitely gonna go into fairy dragons this game. I just by the position of the altar.
Fairy dragons.
Honestly,
exist.
I played that mass air strategy versus undead for a little bit there. It was weird. Some other night elves made it look so easy.
Yeah, it's one of those strats that you're like, wow, this looks so easy, and then you do it, and you're like, wow, this is like kind of weird to do. But once you get the hang of it, you're like, this is pretty strong.
Yeah, some players just like know how to web, like, and kite really well, and it just kind of makes you feel very bad. So I'm sure like some like players felt like doing it versus Happy, who I've never really seen like struggle too much against that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, don't hit that with your archer, Grinchy. Oh no, no, no! Oh man! If OldGreg was paying attention, that was
He had it.
it. This is very risky by Grinchy. If OldGreg actually
Yeah, I
headed
didn't
over
realize-
immediately, that would have been scary.
Yeah, and I think you can see why maybe some of the higher undead sends their DK over against the keeper. I mean, like, look, he just got this free level 2. Surprised he almost crept that bottom green too at the same time. Oh, he did get level 2. Shit.
Yeah, Grinchy does practice this route very hardcore. I've seen him get punished for it as well. It is easily punishable, but it's also, if you don't send a hero over, then you can't really punish it. But even things like
Right.
last hitting the creep is a way you can punish if there's no second unit around to hit it. You're relying on the archer hits to get your last hits, and the acolyte easily could have taken that creep.
No dust. Greg is still tier 1. Alright, now he's attacking. Seems a little bit late.
A player's forces are under attack.
Did
OldGreg.
get the frost tower early. Usually you maybe want to wait just so you could be a little greedy, but safer than sorry.
OldGreg loves his ghouls. I think he's a child of Happy for sure. It's like the way he plays, and he's gonna get that top turtle camp. I've seen Happy do that a bunch. I mean, I've seen a lot of undeads do it, but I'm pretty sure I've even heard OldGreg say he loves watching Happy, and he just tries to copy him. And if I played undead, I would probably be doing the same.
Until you realize how quickly they die, and you're like, why is this even happening?
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, Greg knows the expo's here,
Is under siege.
and I mean, not gonna go down.
Can you do much of like? Can you cancel this?
You should entangle. There you go. You should. No,
Now he's gonna have to-
There's no way they should get dead.
Oh man, yeah,
If that got canceled, that would have been really bad.
yeah.
Especially
Like,
with what he had there.
those wisps are gonna hurt a little bit, but keeping the expo alive is worth it. It is a safe spot to put your expos, so it's gonna take some time to bring this over to the
Forces are
natural.
under attack.
But it keeps it up. You know, I think if it was in this other position over here, it wouldn't have been able to. There wouldn't have been enough wisps to save that, I believe.
Right, right. And Greg, if he just made 2 more skellies, I mean, he could have canceled that. Yeah, he got a staff. That's good. I like always forget to get a staff, and then I see there's a keeper in my base, and then it's F10 EQ.
All right, I have like this seems like we're gonna see the type of game where Grinchy's probably gonna build up 2 lores,
Player's forces are
bunch of
under
dryads, and OldGreg is gonna bring everything he's got with a Naga tier 3, a lich, some fiend statues.
Sounds about right.
And just go at that expo. And both players are gonna hope for the best. I think OldGreg's actually
Wow,
being me on this map.
graveyard is this graveyard's still coming up, and he's on his way to tier 3.
Yeah, OldGreg doesn't really have much right now besides his ghouls. That he's really creeping with. Now that there's a level 3 keeper out, it's a bit scary. To kind of have ghouls just anywhere, really. Keeper can sneak around with entangles and just kill everything.
Yeah, just send everything home, save up until, like you said, he's ready to push with everything out, and he could just float around the map, poke around with the DK, Lord Lightstalker
A player's forces are under attack.
versus Ogma, the Key to the Grove.
Yeah, I think oh, okay, Nature's Blessing is finished, so this Tree of Life's just zooming over.
He's moving.
Look at that. Big guys.
Yeah, he's going hella fast. Yeah.
So this'll be a really nice creep for the Demon Hunter to creep. We'll be level 2. Issue with this, when you're creeping solo Demon Hunter like this,
Uh-oh.
this can happen. This is just gonna be
Ruh-roh.
archer. Okay, Good on Grinchy to bring the keeper back. Doesn't get much done at the base of OldGreg. OldGreg is Oh, nice entangle from
Nice
Grinchy.
entangle.
Because OldGreg had his eyes on that level 5 Knoll to steal. Is going to push him back. Is going to get 2 archer kills already. This Tree of Life is now scooting fast away in the other direction. OldGreg is going to get a lot of kills. He's going to have to leave, though. Is going to force a TP onto the undead. TP for 4 archers and delaying the expo, I think, is worth it. What do you think? I don't know.
Yeah, those two archers definitely didn't need to die at the end. I mean, that could have been prevented. He probably should have just pulled the creep all the way to the left and then entangled the main creep, just so he could have better control, right? But that losing those archers really hurts. Now,
Yeah.
Grinchy doesn't have anything.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It's kind of what I like to do. And I've seen. Yeah.
10 ghouls at home and a fiend. I mean, now he could do what you were saying. He's literally just gonna attack, move over here, and
I
kill
mean,
this army, man.
and he's the wood issue from that early using a bit too many wisps. Granted, he had to do that, and it was a smart move, but
Right.
it is now starting to hurt him. And yeah, Smurf agrees. Says Elf has nothing to creep with, and DH3 will be delayed. Grinchy's going to do his best to try to solo creep the Demon Hunter, but is stealing just a little bit of experience there, and every little bit matters. Sneaky little sneak in there by Grinchy with the tree he took out earlier. But this army from OldGreg is about to be real scary. Is Supply stuck, though, and not building a Ziggurat? That's a mistake, because he needs a Naga.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be getting my ghouls and everything ready right now. That speed attack Ghoul Frenzy's almost done. The longer I think Greg waits,
Player's forces are under attack.
the better it is for Grinchy here.
Yeah, and Grinchy always having good AOW movement. This will definitely be level 3. But here come the little frenzied ghouls getting prepped up for this fight at the expo. Destroyer form coming, statue coming, fiend coming. The Ziggurat still was a little delayed, and I think is actually going to hold up OldGreg from having this like timing on the push, because it's at 50% right now and he can't buy a Naga.
I mean, I feel inclined just to even push without the Naga.
Yeah, if anything, leave a ghoul there or leave
At
something
this
there.
point, right? Yeah, like make a skeleton, leave it there, so when your Zig's up and you're already attacking, you could just get the Naga. But
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he's creeping right now. This is
Right.
going to be... Alright, well, actually, the shockwave kind of gets canceled out by the statue. But, yeah, I don't know. This is a lot of damage he's going to take from this creep. And he's just wasting time. That time is pretty crucial in this sort of push. Does get a Kagar's Pipe,
great
though.
item.
Great item.
Great item.
So maybe that makes up for it. What do I know? Elf brain. Is gonna go buy the Naga now. Is gonna be at 48 food, and it's push time. Grinch has 5 dryads. We'll have 7 soon, and has an AP to kind of defend the base. But it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, Grinch knows he needs units. He has 6 dryads queued up right now. His ghouls.
Nice
No
nukes on the
staff.
keeper.
Have to TP. No staffs on the keeper.
There's not actually many Moonwells available for Grinch. That's not gonna be a fully healed keeper.
You're right.
And this is an issue that, okay, I think nighttime's about to start. Moonstone kind of screws up the overlay, so I can't see when nighttime's going to start. But this is actually a huge issue, because if OldGreg does this correctly, he will be targeting that Demon Hunter a lot. And the Demon Hunter is going to need those Moonwells to come back up to health and join the fight again.
Greg should have picked up the other scroll and potion, but he gave it.
Yeah, DH does have Potion of Vulnerability, Potion of Greater Healing. Good items. Where's the Moonstones for Burrow Rush? A lot of Dryads now. I think OldGreg, the time's kind of catching up a little
Fiends
bit.
are nice.
Yeah, catching entangles really nice. Needs to protect that destroyer.
Ooh, that destroyer went fast.
Yeah, it went really, really fast. Nice focus by Grinchy. Is gonna send him back though.
This is the problem with staying tier 2 with Night Elf, right? You don't get the rejuve. You gotta be like super careful with the DH. And
Yeah.
it's kind of tough.
And you have to keep pumping. You need some sort of army because the Dryads can die quickly. Nice illusions by Grinchy. The demon. Oh no! Grinchy lets the demon hunter fall. He didn't have to. The staff was off cooldown. Had an invulnerability potion, and now there's really not much here to stop the mana from coming back from the undead. I think a buyback's totally worth it at this point with the gold that Grinchy has. Take a second.
Yeah, just take a second. Get the hero. He's getting it now. Oh. He's hitting the Ancient of War. Come on, my guy, get there faster.
Look at him. Go.
He's so slow, dude. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Hey, the tree life is still up though.
Yeah, I think.
All right, there, the DH is back.
All right, Grinchy has to do Grinchy breaths right now. Take a second and try not to lose. Like any Dryads, you still have this game. Granted, you're coming back with no mana burns because you have no mana. But there's no mana on the side of the undead. He's not mana regenning right now, is he? No, that's health regen.
He's surviving. He just needs to get this DH health. Okay, here we go. Now he's gonna come back in pretty confident. Wow, how many wisps did Grinchy have over here? How's this shit? He's still alive. All right, just focus fire on these ghouls should go down. Greg is now realizing the moment. Oh, what? I thought I was winning. There's so many Dryads. This is a classical undead moment where you're like, yeah, I got this. Wait, look at this DH. He's crushing me now, dude. What's happening?
What OldGreg has to hope for is really not losing any heroes here. And I kind of feel like I'm jinxing that by saying that Lich is now getting targeted and entangled. And a TP should be swapped at this point. And he's going to get out. I don't think this is totally over for OldGreg. He did a lot of damage here. He did not kill the Expo, which would have been like probably the best situation. Did get a lot of Dryad kills though, and got some decent hero levels on his heroes.
And after all of that, dude, Grinchy's still at 59 food.
Yeah, and he's still pumping Dryads. Tier 3 is on the way as soon as that fight is over.
Player's forces are under
And 4 statues out now.
This is also something Greg needs to be careful. Just, you know, airplane mode building statues, right? Now he has all this. I mean, no more statues, because you have a tendency to do that sometimes and you realize you have like 20 food and destroyers and you can't make an army.
Yeah, I wonder, did OldGreg go too many ghouls? Because I feel like he showed to that Expo push with like 1 fiend and a bunch of ghouls. Is that related to maybe why the push wasn't as strong?
I mean, he definitely made a lot of ghouls. Maybe like 2 or 3 too many, but
Ooh.
I think at the end he just really didn't kill any of the Grinchy's units, right? Like he killed the hero, but the Dryad stayed alive, and that whole time Grinchy's still pumping Dryads, right? So that's probably why we ended up with so many units. The DH came back and realized, oh shit, this whole army's still here.
Yeah. Yeah, little fiend's still here, burrowed. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, Kaiser.
But also, he should have attacked faster. Yeah, like Kaiser said, it took too long.
Yeah, I do think that Ziggurat held him up, and then he decided to take that middle creep. Granted, Khadgar is a great item, but Grinchy was so weak when OldGreg went to go take that middle camp. I do think destroyers against eventually the bears that are going to come out, and Keeper should be good if he can fight these Dryads appropriately. The Dryad focus on destroyers have been really good both these games so far. Ooh, a Flute of Accuracy should be picked up. And if Grinchy takes this fight and OldGreg has good position on the fountain, he's going to lose this 1 fiend. Oh, he's not going to lose that 1 fiend.
Could have killed that fiend.
Yeah, he started kiting away before the fiend was killed. And Grinchy backs off completely. While an Expo's going up for OldGreg. Damn, yeah, pipe and flute. And look at that D8 Death Knight with the auras.
Dude. Pretty juicy items this game.
Grinchy's about to be at 80 pop though. Just on 2 Ancient Owens coming up. Get some hippos out, but he is, I mean, he's gonna be able to pop 2 out quick and hit 80. And then what? I guess just replace his dead units with more hippos.
Greg needs to get level 5. He's so close to 5. All he needed was that small green camp, and that would be so huge for him in this next fight.
And that one is gonna go to Grinchy, who won't get him any levels, but the closer that Demon Hunter gets to 5, the scarier. OldGreg is coming in for, I was gonna say coming in for a fight here, because that would have been actually a pretty good
Grinchy
position, I think.
know that he expoed?
But probably not the best idea. I don't think he does.
Because if he did, he probably wouldn't be going this way.
Are we gonna see an expo here from Grinch now? Sit on 80, get 3 base.
Yeah, Grinchy should be pushing. I mean,
He should.
the main if he didn't know the expo was there, but
Yeah, I was gonna say he should have scouted this expo.
he'd be doing that all while doing what he's doing right now.
Seeing how passive OldGreg's been should be an indicator to Grinchy that there's an expo.
Right.
Hey, say so. What's up, man? Oh no.
Boy.
Force into a popped invul pot. Grinchy's trying to poke in to get as many mana burns as he can.
Oh
But
no.
he's doing that thing again where he's flying too close to the sun. And that now is forcing him to pop 2 invul pots that he needed. And he is taking the fight, but the Dryads are sitting outside of the battle. And they're huge for focusing these destroyers. They do now join to the battle. Destroyers pull back.
Here.
There's no mana on the Death Knight. One destroyer goes down, 1 destroyer weak. Does get healed up by sucking up some juicy
Positioning
magic.
is amazing for Grinchy right now. Oh, staff! Look at all these bears! Ah!
You say amazing position if he can save those bears. He does get them all out, but now there's nothing in the front line. He just removed the bears completely from the battle. DH is staffed out. Destroyer goes down. OldGreg. Oh, it does actually. Destroyer doesn't go down. The trees give a little bit more life. The Naga is getting weak. Is pulled back in time.
Oh no!
This is actually a really well fought fight from OldGreg, being about 20 supply down. He's about to even the supply count. Everything's getting low though. It might be time to kind of regroup a little bit. You guys are on the same
great.
supply.
That was amazing. Oh no!
A town is under siege.
Unfortunately, those Dryads were so far back in the beginning.
Yeah, I think he was able to get 1 destroyer kill early, but I think he could have gotten both destroyers if those Dryads were around.
I think the biggest issue is that I don't think he knows that he has an expo.
Yeah, I think he really thinks that he's fighting. He was fighting with the economy advantage there.
Which he should, right? And now,
Yeah, I think he should have bailed out when when he pulled all his bears out. I think you have to pull out there, or you pull out the very weak ones. Maybe staff out 2 of the bears and keep fighting with the other bears.
he was so close though to getting that. He was like 50 health from killing that Naga. He had like all these little things like, oh, I'm just gonna get this one unit.
Honestly,
oh, no,
hell
it's
of a
getting worse.
hell of a fight by both those guys, because there's a lot of things that could have died that were pulled back. And I don't know about you, but in those type of fights, I'm getting shaky hands sometimes. Things are happening. We got another fight here. Grinchy throwing his Dryads into the fight just a little too soon there. Nice webs by OldGreg, although there's no destroyers here. Kind of surprised. The statues are really oddly positioned as well. So Grinchy's kind of taking advantage of that, right-clicking with one of his bears. The Death Knight in the front.
DK.
Might gonna be forced into a TP, and OldGreg kind of now is the same issue that Grinchy had, trying to put up an expo in the middle, denied by the opponent. Grinchy knows about the expo now. Oh man.
To Poki's point, he should really just be fighting and staffing because he wasn't really getting any damage done. And like even in the previous games, we've seen Grinchy running away from Greg, and he's just taking damage.
Yeah. I mean, what happens if there was a Nova available on those 3 weak bears in that one fight? Being pulled away is not going to do anything. That's 3 dead bears. Man,
It's
this is
paining
close.
me. I don't think Grinchy knows. I mean, he has to know now, like this army size at this point, or replenishing it. But
Oh, Acolyte's pulled. Join the battle. Some little right clicks. 9 to 10 damage on these little guys. Nice inventory for Lord Lightstalker, the Death Knight over here. Got a potion of healing,
Lord
potion of mana.
Lightstalker.
I really think what's gonna win the game here for OldGreg are these heroes if he can keep them alive. And Grinchy, what's gonna win him the game is just killing the right things and mana burns.
Man, again, these engages are not optimal.
A nice fork lightning by OldGreg. I would like to see mana burn being used as soon as the cooldown is down every time. The bears are being pulled back once again. Something that we were just discussing is something not optimal. Although the stats are being used up on the Demon Hunter taking hits, bears are falling. If the Lich can come in, a Nova is going to come out and really wreck these bears in about a second. I think he's in range to get another Nova off and a coil. This is rough. There's little bears now taking damage.
Bear down.
Dying
Little
before it can
bears.
morph. Little bears down.
Little bear. The Berenstein bear.
GG is called. Hell of a game. Hell of a
GG.
series by these guys. OldGreg wins it. 2-1.
And all three games were back and forth, and honestly could have gone either way. All three games.
Yeah, I agree. I think
But UD Zimba, man, what can you do? Coil Nova.
yeah, I do think I think Grinch had that. But I think OldGreg played that super well by putting up the expo on the back end. And kind of knowing like what battles to take. Really well played. Hey, thanks for the follows. I'm gonna take a quick break. Eugene, you sticking around to cast some more?
Yeah, I can.
Cool. We have another Night Elf versus Undead. And maybe Grinch will be joining back again, and we can get some more Night Elf Undead casting action too. But I'll be back. I need to coordinate with Alex Chan and Cuba. We're running a little bit late here, but they said they were cool waiting. So we'll be back.